Good afternoon, dear students. So it's this third group, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and today we have the fifth practical lesson, and the topic of the lesson is vectors. And of course, the first question, what is the vector? What can we do with them? So firstly, just answer me, what is the vector? Who wants to be the first? Yevhen, go on.
The vector is a direct line segment which has its own direction.
And how can we determine its direction?
By looking
By
at the
route
position of the
its
first
coordinate.
point and then looking at the position of the second point, and we need to see the angle in which we can
Okay, and actually the answer was correct. So it's uh, vector is kind of so it's a set of okay, yeah, Alexander Dalmatov. Yeah, it seems that you have bad connection, so try to reconnect. Yeah, so the vector is a set of coordinates. So it can be. So it depends on dimension. By the way, the one-dimensional vector is just a number, and yeah, it has direction. And with the knowing coordinates, we can determine its angle. Okay, thank you for the answer. And by the way, respect each other. Anybody, if anyone wants to help your colleague, firstly raise your hand. So don't interrupt each other. Okay. The next question, which operations can we can do with vectors? Today we won't talk about uh, productions, but other operations. Daniil, go on.
We can add vectors, we can subtract two vectors, we can multiply vectors by number and divide vector by number.
Yeah, actually, divide. So divide vector by number. It's the same as to multiply by a number, but just like in inverse. So one divide by the number. Okay, let me share my screen and I have a question. By the way, how do we add vectors? So vector A, Maxim, go on, plus vector B.
We use the triangle rule to add vectors.
Yeah, so if we, but it depends. Or when can we use triangle rule? So, Maxim, go on. So can you continue the answer? If not, Stanislav will be the next. Okay, so it seems that no idea. So Stanislav, go on.
We can use it when the vector B starts from the end of vector A.
Yeah, correct. So in such way. Yeah, okay, let's write in this way. So A plus B equals C, and it will be the result of adding vectors. It doesn't look so good, but I'm sure you will understand it. So C. And if so for other situation, how can we handle if vectors A and B go to other sides. Mykola, go on.
Add coordinates ax plus a xa додати plus xb, і відповідно ми можемо знайти координати.
Yeah, that's correct, but how to demonstrate it graphically? So how can we show it? So which rule? Yeah, if we use the triangle rule, actually we will use this formula. But okay, how to demonstrate graphically? So geometry, with using geometry, and I want to hear to listen to new people who hasn't answered today. Maybe Daria, or maybe some. Yeah, Daria, go on.
We can create a line that's parallel to A vector from the ends of B vector and a parallel line to B vector from the ends of A. Then we have a in the sum of vectors will be the diagonal that we will have.
Yeah, so yeah, you are right. That is called also as a parallelogram rule. And how we use the formulas of 18 vectors, subtracting as well. So we just add their coordinates. And other form of recording. So xa plus xb multiplied by I. Let me move it a little bit. Ya plus yb multiplied by j. And za plus zb multiplied by k. And what these vectors mean? Who remembers from lectures? I.K. Okay, new people who wants to be the next? Masha, maybe? Or anybody else? Denise, what about you? Okay, so shy. Artem? Turchin, what about you?
Can you please show again?
Yeah, so what do you remember about these vectors? I, J, and K. J and K. What do they mean?
Unit vectors.
Yeah, unit vectors that correspond to coordinate axis. So, incorrect. So I is correspondent to x. J is corresponded to y. And k is correspondent to z. Yeah, unit vectors. So it's another way of recording the vector. Okay, and how to multiply a vector by the number? Who wants to answer? What about new people who hasn't answered yet? So don't be shy, feel free to answer. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Denise? Okay. Artem Orlov? Adrian? Okay, everyone is so shy or afraid today. Okay, so Mikola, I saw you were raising your hand the last time, so go on.
Just multiply every coordinate by this number.
Yeah, correct. So just multiply each coordinate. Okay. So let's start doing our tasks. Today we're without presentation, but I believe it will be quite understandable for you. So we have three vectors, A1, A2, and A3. And firstly, we need to, so let's calculate magnitude of the vector A1. By the way, do you remember the formula of the magnitude or module or length? How to evaluate it? Anybody else? So maybe new people want to ask to answer. Okay, then you.
We need security or
Security.
power korень.
Square root. Mhm.
Square root. Yes, thank you.
Security, yeah. But that's cool, yeah. Okay. Square root of
X in the power 2 plus y in the power 2 and plus z in the power 2.
yeah, correct. Okay. So now let's do exercise 1. Yeah, so forgot to translate the exercise, wrote exercise, but I believe that's not, so that's okay for us, will be. So let's calculate, let's calculate magnitude of A1. Okay, and who wants to assist me? Who wants to take part? Adrian? Yeah?
Yes, it will be minus 2 in power of 2. It will be only 1.
So are you sure minus? So here
Minus
is minus
1.
1.
Minus 1 in power of 2. It will be 1 plus
Okay, let's write in details for now.
plus 4.
Oh,
Like
in details for now, and plus 0 in power of 2. Okay, let's not skip for now.
it will be square root of 5.
Yeah, square root of 5. Okay, and how to calculate a unit vector, by the way. What do you remember about that? Who remembers? Who wants to answer? Maybe Sophia? Do you want to answer the question? No, do you remember how to calculate the correspondent unit vector?
Sorry, I don't remember.
Maybe some formulas. Do you remember anything about directive cosines, direction cosines? Okay, who wants to help? So raise your hands. Who wants to? Mikola? Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I remember it's one coordinate divided by module vector.
Correct. Yeah, coordinate by, so divided by the module of the vector. And so the formula is the next. So A0 will be evaluated in the next way. So vector A, so initial vector, is divided by its magnitude. So each coordinate. And the magnitude is just a number. Okay. So let's calculate unit vector for A1. Not convenient recording, but okay. Let's go with that. So who wants to answer? Who wants to take part in calculation? Daniil?
We need each coordinate divided by square root of 5.
Correct. Each coordinate is divided by the square root of 5. Plus
2
2 divided by the square root of 5.
and plus 0.
Yeah, plus 0. J forgot here, J, and 0k. Okay, and what is the magnitude of the unit vector? Who remembers? So each unit vector have the same magnitude.
We need calculate by formula.
So any unit vector has the same value of the magnitude, which must it equals. Yeah, the new so
It's 1.
yeah, it's 1. But in this example, let's verify it just to make sure that everything is correct. And let's calculate. So 1/5 plus 4/5 and just plus 0. Let's keep it and it equals 1. Yeah, so everything is correct. Just the verification. Okay, so any questions for now or no questions? Is everything understandable for you?
Yes.
Okay. And what about the calls in between vectors? Let's keep it for now because we actually need to know scalar production, but we don't we won't do it today. And now let's calculate vector A. Let me zoom a little bit just to see it better. I will make a screenshot. I will make a better screenshot. Mhm. It will look better. So we need to calculate a vector A. So who wants to assist somebody new of you? I hope that I will talk to everyone. Okay, Stanislav, go on.
We just need to use coordinates.
Yeah, we use coordinates. So we need to find its coordinates.
A1, it will be -1, 2, 0.
Okay, so we need to calculate A1 minus 2A2 plus 1/3 A3. So let's calculate first the x coordinate of vector A. So we'll work in this sequence. Did you understand what I mean?
Not really.
So firstly, let's find x coordinate, so which is multiplied by I. So no, like using this formula.
I see.
Mhm.
It will be -1 plus 3 plus
Yeah, tentatively.
-6
Okay, let's write in details.
2/3 plus 2/3.
Plus 2. Now writing in details. And then
Then it will be 2 -2 plus 0.
and J plus and the last.
0 -2 plus 1/3.
Okay, and let's calculate just to the final result. So -6 plus 2/3 will be minus 5 and 1/3. I just plus 0J and minus 5/3 K. Okay, so is everything understandable for now? Any questions?
No.
Okay, and do you remember how to find? So we need to find projection of the vector A on J vector. So who knows how to find the projection? We have here just unit vector. It's quite simple. Yeah. So if you are talking, maybe you are muted. Yeah, you are muted. Or
So my answer,
yeah.
if I remember well, we need to multiply the module of the vector by cosinus of angle between these vectors.
Yeah, that's correct. But if we, in case of unit vectors that correspond that correspond axes, coordinate axes, how to make it simpler? So don't you remember that? Actually, we take just the correspondent coordinate. So we want to find the projection of on y-axis, and it will be just y coordinate that is equal to 0. Yeah, and by the way, for now we don't need. Yeah, I forgot a little bit that for finding cosine between a1 and coordinate vector will require scalar composition. But how can we find it actually? What do you remember about directional cosines? Who can answer? Who remembers? Yeah, Daniil?
I think J is y-axis, so we need no, we can draw these vectors and find angle. No.
Well, so for basis, so for unit vectors that correspondent coordinate axis, we just take a correspondent coordinate, and that's it. So the x coordinate is a projection of on I vector. Y coordinate is projection on J vector, and Z coordinate is the projection on K vector. So did you understand it? What I mean? So it just equals
0.
yeah, it equals 0 that equals y coordinate of A. And that's it. Yeah, and by the way, what do you remember about direction cosines? We worked with them when calculated when we find in unit vector for vector A1. So how to find it? Who can answer? Who remembers?
Can you repeat, please, what we need to find?
Direction cosines. So each vector has them. So cosine alpha, it's a cosine between vector. Okay, so vector A and I. So do you remember this? Or not?
Yeah, it was in the
Maxim?
presentation.
Yeah. By the way, raise your hand, Mikola. Okay. So now, Maxim, your turn.
We just need to divide each coordinate by the module of this vector.
Yeah.
So ax divided by module of a, and so on.
Yeah. So just to find the cosine between A1 and J, we need to know coordinate of its unit vector, and its coordinate is 2 divided by square root of 5, and that's it. And yeah, what do so therefore we have a coordinate. We have a property of direction cosines. What it it follows from the module of unit vector. What do you remember? The rule. Daria, go on.
The sum of all these cosines in power 2 will be equal to 1.
Correct. Yeah. So remember this property. It's important. It always equals 1. Okay. So do you have any questions for this task or not?
No questions.
Okay, no questions. Good. And what do you remember about basis? What is it? So we are going to the next task. Task 2. What is the basis? What do you remember about collinear vectors, coplanar vectors? So, okay, so Mikola, your turn.
Collinears is when the vector are parallel,
Mm-hmm.
and coplanar is when they are in one space.
In one plane.
Yeah.
They're always in one space, but not on one plane. And if they're on one plane, yeah, they're definitely coplanar. Correct. And what is the basis? Evgen?
The basis of the vector is a set of vectors that represents its coordinate, I think.
Yeah, actually, the basis is a set of vectors. So in the third dimensional space, it's the set of three vectors, triple vectors that are non-componer. And in the second dimension, the dimension of two, if in two-dimensional space, it just or just on the plane, two non-collinear vectors. Okay, so now I have a question. What do you remember how to decompose the vector by its in the term of the basis? Do you remember it? So we have a vector, we have a given basis, so not jk, but any basis in three-dimensional space in this exercise, and we need to evaluate the coordinates in this basis. So don't remember, as I understand. So who wants to answer? Or you just don't remember how to solve current task? Any formulas? So who haven't answered yet or one time ago? Okay, you can go on.
We need to calculate the sum of the
Which sum?
Нам потрібно знайти суму x кожного вектора помножене на той же елемент у базисі вектора. Тобто x I помножене на елемент базису I.
So you want to so -2 to multiply by which of them? We have three vectors, and which have so that actually are bases, and we need to decompose. Okay, so just to help you, how it looks like. So alpha 1 multiplied by E1 plus alpha 2 multiplied by E2 plus alpha 3 multiplied by E3. So now, do you remember now how to, what do we have to find here? Or just, so let's expand it. So alpha 1, okay. Mykola, go on.
We decompose, as I remember, vector E1 like sum of 1 in second power and soon Then this by square root.
No, we don't need to find square roots here. Absolutely no square roots. Maybe other ideas. And it equals -2, 0, -1. Then you go on.
I wanted to say that we need get coordinates by a vector formula. A equal -2 multiplied by y minus k, and from this we can get coordinates and multiply each by basis. For example, -2 multiplied by 1, 0, 0.
Not correct. Actually, here we need to find coefficients alpha 1, alpha 2, and alpha 3. And then we will be able to, so that's the formula of basis decomposition. So we need to find coefficients. And do you have any idea how to find them?
Maybe multiply coordinates by
So
Right.
let's remember matrices, what we were doing with them. So in which purpose we used these matrices? So you don't remember. Okay, so how to solve? We need to solve the system of linear algebraic equations. So what do we get? So matrix A, or maybe alpha capital, if I'm not mistaken, it looks the same as A. So just it looks in the next way. So we take these vectors and make them columns. 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1, 1. And vector B is, so as you can easily figure it out, so -2, 0, -1. Actually, our vector A, initial vector A. So do you understand now what to do? How to solve?
Yeah, we change line B, not line, column B with first column
Mm,
and so on.
now, do you want to use grammar formulas? Maybe we can make it a little bit simpler.
Maybe multiply A by B.
You want to find inverse matrix. Just look at the matrix. How does it look like? So, do we really need to find inverse? Yeah, the new.
Upper triangular.
So yeah, it's upper triangular matrix. So which method can we use? Actually, the first part of it is already implemented, if we can say it.
So Z is equal -1.
Yeah, so alpha 3 is equal to -1. Yeah, so it's just a Gaussian method, but the directional, so not directional, so forward way, so forward Gaussian forward Gaussian elimination is already completed, and we just need to go vice versa. So just let's do it this way. So alpha 3 it is -1, and alpha 2 will be definitely equal to 1, and alpha 1 equals -2 minus alpha 1 minus alpha 3. So -2 plus 1 minus 1. Oh, no, 2, but -1. And it equals -2. So do you have any questions for now? Yeah, and the final decomposition of the vector by this basis E1, E2, E3 is so now let's write just this decomposition. I will copy and paste it here. So A1, and how to calculate it, how to write it. So alpha 1
-2
-2
multiplied by E1
yeah,
vector plus 1 multiplied by E2 vector. Oh,
and minus E3. And that's it. So here is a new decomposition of the vector and how it looks like. Do you have any questions about these tasks? This task, is everything understandable for you or not?
Everything is understandable.
Go to the middle, yeah, yeah.
I said everything is understandable.
Okay, so for everything is understandable for everyone. Okay, and now let's go for a break. So have a rest for 5 minutes, and then we will continue working. Okay, let's continue. So let's move to next tasks.
Вибачте.
Mhm.
Тут у Володимира Воронова проблема, що заходить на Zoom з ПК та телефону, але через секунд 10-20 він вилітає і пише, що Zoom не відповідає. Просив передати.
Зрозумів. Ну, запис буде, а там вирішуйте, звичайно, технічну проблему. Okay, so let's move next. So task 3 is almost, yeah, it's the same as task 1. Exercise 4, find a unit vector. Is okay, so nothing new. Exercise 5, okay, let's solve exercise 1. So we have the vector, but one of it, so that coordinate is unknown, and let's find it. Task 5. Okay, and how are you going to solve it? Who can answer? Maybe some new people? Katerina, do you want to answer? So anybody else? Let's everyone take part. So raise more hands. Okay, Mikola.
Yeah, we decompose model vector like a забув корінь квадратний.
A square root.
Square root and sum of coordinates in power of 2.
Mhm. So we just calculate the magnitude, but we know the magnitude, it equals 12. Okay, what are we doing next? So just a simple square equation.
Yes, square root from 54.
Okay, let's so 9 plus okay, now let's write in details. 9 plus 81 plus z square z equals 144. So we just raise both sides to power of 2. And z2 equals, so 144 minus 90 is 54. And we have two solutions, by the way. Z equals plus minus square root of 54, but we can move 9 from under the root. So 3 is roots over 6. And now let's verify. So 9 plus 81 plus 54 So yeah, no, it equals 12. So correct. So any questions about this task or no questions?
Oh, no questions.
No questions.
Well, it was quite simple. Let's look something else, something new. Mhm. Okay, let's solve exercise 7. Mhm. So we need to find vector x, and it forms equal acute angles with all basis vectors. Its magnitude is 2 by 2 square roots of 3. And if we know that it forms the same angles with basis vectors, what does it mean, by the way? So what can we say about its coordinates?
X is equal to square roots from 3 and minus 2 square roots from 3.
Oh, you already have the answer, but let's from start to the end. So how do we solve, by the way?
Is square root from 2 square roots from 3 in the power of 2.
So you want to raise it into power of 2. Correct. Yeah? Or do you want? Yeah, and it equals 4 by 3, so 12. Okay, but also if the equal angles, it means that x has the same coordinates. So, uh, yeah, not the best record x, because we need it for coordinates, but we have different the same coordinates. Do you agree? So if we see that the angles are equal, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So now what we do? So and its directional cosines are the same because of the same angles. So yeah, and yeah, just to find vector. So yeah, 12 is, by the way, 12 is the sum of the coordinates. But what is the final answer? Sum of squares of coordinates. And which coordinates of x are? So let's eliminate this sad smile and write. Daniil?
2.
Yeah, so each coordinate is 2. Yeah, so correct.
Or -2, or only 2.
Acute angle. It means that it's less than 90 degrees. So all coordinates are positive.
Okay,
No,
I understood.
no negative. Yeah. So that's important. Okay. And now let's continue. Okay, the task 8. We need to find values of alpha and beta vectors A and B that so for which those vectors are collinear. How to check if two vectors are collinear, by the way? Stanislav? Yeah, go on. I don't hear you if you're talking. Does anybody hear? Or maybe problems with the sound on my side? Okay, you can just text in the chat. Yeah, for some reason was disconnected. Okay. So Stanislav, what is your answer?
Координати векторів повинні однаково відноситися.
Yeah, so the same fraction. Okay, so it means that -2 by beta equals 3 by -6 equals alpha by 2. Okay, Mikola, go on. So you want to answer?
Yeah, A is equal -1, B is equal 4.
Yeah, A equals -1, beta alpha equals -1, beta equals 4, just 4. Don't lose minuses. Yeah, so quite easy. Or you have some questions? No
As I
question.
know, the recording in the Zoom just stopped.
Stopped, but when I rejoined, I heard the message that recording is in progress. Let me check it.
Yeah,
What's
can
going
you
on?
check
Yeah,
this?
yeah, it's important. Yeah, by the way, so for some reason I minimized. No, I can record.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so everything is okay. Okay, now let's solve exercise 9. And by the way, who remembers the formula of finding? Oh no. Firstly, please answer me how to solve, and then you will answer the question. Just which formulas to use. So we have 3 vertices of a parallelogram, and we need to find the fourth vertex, D. It's opposite to B. Firstly, it's a good idea to draw it. Okay, let's do it more accurately. So such parallelogram A, B, C, and D. And we know coordinates of these vertices, and we need to find D. How to find? So the steps, how to do it. What can we evaluate with knowing these coordinates? Or maybe anybody else? So I want everyone to be active. Adrian, I haven't heard you for ages. Do you remember? Yeah, go on.
Maybe we will make like such way as A is collinear to C, maybe.
No, we don't need, so no vectors here, just points. No direction, forget about it. So we don't need collinear. But maybe other things you have. So other ideas, other thoughts. So Adrian, do you remember?
No other thoughts.
No? Okay, then you help us.
We can use diagonals, find the magnitude, and from this find D, or we can find how other points go to other points, for example, B to A and C to D.
Yeah, but it's simpler to find the middle and then find D. Okay, who remembers how to find the middle part of so the middle point between two others? So how to find O point? Who wants to answer? Somebody new? So X, Y, Z. How to find it? Daria?
It is the sum of two corresponding coordinates divided by 2.
Yeah. So X A plus XC divided by 2. The same with Y. Not X, but Y. And the same with that Z. Yeah, so let's evaluate all coordinates. Who wants to assist? I saw a lot of hands before Stanislav. Yeah.
Now, in the first one, we will have 3 minus 5 divided by 2.
So A
Okay,
coordinates
no.
and C coordinates.
3 plus 1 divided by 2. It
Yeah.
will be
So it's 2. Yeah. And then
next
what is
we
that?
have minus 4 plus 2 divided by 2. It will be minus 1.
Mm-hmm. And
And
Z?
then we have 7 minus 3 divided by 2. It will be 2.
Yeah. So we found the coordinates of O. Let's write them down just for our convenience. Okay. And now, how can we find D with if we know B and O? Who wants to be the next? Maybe Artem, you are the first in the list now, just for me. Artem Turchin.
Yes.
So how to find D if we know already B and O?
Through the length.
Length, we actually don't need it. So we know the formula for. So, by the way, are these distances equal or not? BO and OD. This
Yes.
intervals. Yeah, so they're equal, and it means that O is the middle of is middle point between B and D. So how can we find D if we know B and O? So
Uh,
oh, so any ideas? So we can use these formulas, but just modify them a little bit.
like xb plus xd divided by 2 equals to.
Well, so x O equals x xb plus xd divided by 2, and we need to find xd from this formula. So xd equals. So Artem, will you answer? Give the full answer or not? The final answer. If not, okay, Maxim, you can help. Yeah, Maxim, go on.
I think it will be 9 minus 5 and 4.
Okay, firstly, let's write the formula and then calculate. So the formula.
Okay. It will be 2 multiplied by x b minus x.
No, we need to multiply XO. So two sides of equation, yeah. So 2XO equals XB plus XD. And XD equals 2XO minus XB. And now let's write the final answer. So 2XO, let's me clear my Zoom annotations. So and minimize participants list. So 4 minus 4 plus 5. Yeah, so it 9. And YD. So the same 2YO minus YB. And it equals. Or does it equal?
-5.
Yeah, -5. Now you can just answer without raising your hands. Just answer. ZD. So 2Z O minus ZB. And it equals
6.
Yeah, it equals 6. So the coordinates of D, just let's write it in just to look at like D. And D equals, so 9 minus 5, 6. So the coordinates of D. Okay, maybe you have any questions about this task or not?
No.
No.
No, okay. Now let's see what we also have. Yeah, some of them are not finally translated, but I will share share with you material where everything will be translated. So task 10 is looks like the same. 11, 12, 13 as well, maybe. Mhm. Mhm. Okay, interesting. So 14 or 15. Okay, let's solve 14. So we have a segment. Okay, let's make a new document. Which is divided by 3 parts. So A, B, and divided by 3 equal parts. And we need to find coordinates of these points. How to solve? Daniel, go on.
My idea it's easier to draw in the plane with the axis.
Yeah, everyone can do it, but okay, if we have if we had it in 3D, how can you draw it in such way? Yeah, of course we can do it and evaluate with using cells, but how to calculate with some formulas? Yevgen?
I think we need to find the step that we need to do between the points.
Yeah, we actually need to divide it by 3. So, like, so we know how to find so the part of middle part of the segment, but we need to find it. So, so just it can be divided in different ways, not only in the middle. So now let's divide it by 3. So let's O1 and O2. Let's mark them in such way. So any ideas how to write it? Oh, okay. Let's so a lot of indices. So let's do let's use other recordings, other records like M and N. Why not? Yeah, the new.
I think we can find from the magnitude of it.
No, we don't need magnitude. So we actually have we need to okay the general formula. So if we have the segment that is divided in any way, so A and B different, so just somewhere here, and we have so parts A and B, their fraction is lambda. And how to calculate? So what we need to do? We need to so XO equals minus, yeah, it equals A XA plus XB divided by lambda. Oh no, no, mistake, and just a moment. I need to, yeah, so confusing a little bit. Oh, so yeah, I need to multiply by lambda xb, and here 1 plus lambda. So just in this way. So xa plus lambda xb and 1 plus lambda. So lambda 1 equals 1/3. And let's find xm. Let's find just for one point. So who wants to answer? Who wants to assist? Oh, Mikola, go on.
Okay. So now we are finding x, which is
xm for this one.
xm. This we divided by 1 plus 2.
So we need to take xa plus lambda xb.
Xa is 3 plus 12. 6 multiplied by 6 divided by 3.
3 plus 12, are you sure? So lambda is lambda 1 is 1/3.
Ah, okay, plus 2.
Yeah, plus 2 and divide by
4 divided by 3.
Okay, and now let's do it a little bit simpler. So
It's 15
fourth. Yeah.
fourths.
And what about y? So let's finish calculation just for this point, and we will finish.
Okay, minus 2 plus of 4 divided by 3,
Mm-hmm.
and all divided by 1 by 4 divided by 3.
Yeah. So
That's minus 2 divided by 3, but we can multiply by 3, and then it's minus 2 divided by 4. It's minus 1 divided by 2.
by the way, so we multiply everything here by 3, so minus 6 plus 4 divided by 4, so it's minus 1 second. Okay, and other tasks will be your home task. I will share materials with you, and maybe presentation if I have enough time. And of course, we will have recording. Maybe you have some questions for now.
No questions.
You make a task where we'll attach our answers.
So do you mean the detailed example, right? So fully solved.
Yes, have we solved the task from vectors?
Yeah, I will do it in details, but a little bit later. And now you will have a recording. Yeah, but I will do the presentation maybe at the weekend, not such soon. But now you will have the recording.
So you will write which tasks we need to do, yes? Or
Actually,
no?
so it's better to do all tasks that we skipped today, because some of them are analogical, some tasks are part of one big task, and so on. So it's nice to do them just for your practice. And also, you can continue solving your individual tasks. So for other practical lessons, so related to vectors. So which of them? So no, now it's not. After the next lesson, it's okay to start individual tasks, because here are productions of vectors, so don't hurry with it. I will share these tasks with you, and you will continue. Masha, yeah?
And this task number 5, do we need to do all of that? All 9 questions?
Yeah, you will have to do all parts from 1 to 9, but not after today's lesson, after the next one. So
Okay.
nice to start doing, yeah. Here we have productions of vectors, and that's why don't hurry with that. Yeah, but everything what you see here must be solved. More questions
No.
from anybody else? Okay,
No questions.
okay, so let's finish for today. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Goodbye. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you.
Lesson,
Goodbye.
goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you too. Good day for you too. Goodbye.
Thanks.